I'm Chauncey. I'm about to turn 19. I'm from St. Albans, Queens. In 2011, my mom, my sister, and I got evicted from our home. I lived there for 16 years. I moved in with my friend. My mom had to go to a shelter. My grades were below average. The end of 12th grade year, having below average grades, I wasn't able to graduate. When my family was separated, my sister was the only one with a job, so I had no income.
As the director of New Life CDC, I get approached a lot by people looking for work. Many of the people that come to me are teenagers. Chauncey comes in and I ask him about his situation. He was left to find his own housing, which is difficult for an 18-year-old, primarily because he was still trying to finish up school. He hadn't graduated yet at that point, and also he needed cash, and that's why he was looking for work, and so he came through these doors. And I asked him about what he wants to do, and he said that he wants to be a carpenter. I told him, we just don't have the funding to be able to hire you. I felt really badly. And so I prayed just somehow that there would be a way. I asked around, but nothing came up. And so, to be honest with you, I gave up. A few weeks later, there were two people that came up to me and said that they wanted to give toward New Life CDC. They specifically wanted those dollars to go toward a young person. Chauncey's name came up.
Red, he knew I wanted to go to the union and I wanted to become a carpenter. So he told me about George and about working here. Ever since then, it's been history.
Now I see Chauncey working and he's a totally different person. He is eager, he's a hard worker. He was part of the construction of our handicap access. He was part of building a vestibule in our shell room.
I like the feeling of what it was and what it is now. And my hands did it and it really made me feel good. And and I learned doing it. So that's the best thing about it.
This situation is very unique and special to me because it's a win-win-win situation. These donors get to see their dollars, their gifts, come to fruition in this way and affect the life of a student. Our building carpenter gets much needed help. Because he has this helper, now the building gets built, we get to serve the families in this neighborhood in a greater capacity. And then lastly is Chauncey gets some much needed cash. Imagine what we can do when we partner in coming alongside these students. We can transform this community.
Before I was unsure of how I'd live day to day, but now with a stable income and a supportive environment, it makes it easier to do what I have to do and come home and relax and just live freely.